Feeling overwhelmed by the challenges of being a single parent? You are not alone. Welcome to Single Parent Reset, the podcast that helps you navigate the ups and downs of single parenthood and find the balance you deserve. Whether you're a single parent, co-parent or solo parent, this is the show for you. I'm Orla and I'm a life coach for single parents and a single parent myself. For more about me and the services I offer, head to sudlescoaching.com. As a single parent, I know how hard it can be, but I believe every single parent has the strength to create a life that they are proud of. In each episode, we'll shine a light on the unique struggles single parents face and cover the aspects of single parenting that are often overlooked or left unspoken. I'll be sharing actionable steps to help you overcome these challenges and find more calm and fulfillment in your life. Single Parent Reset is your weekly opportunity to gain a fresh perspective, take back control, and feel more in charge of your journey. Are you a single parent that is toying with the idea of dating again? Or maybe you have dipped your toe in the dating pool, but finding it all so hard to navigate now that you're a single parent and feel like that you were carting around some extra baggage. Today, I'm going to share some insights to help dating be a little bit of a less daunting prospect on your single parent journey and something that in fact can be enjoyed. Dating as a single parent can be an absolute minefield. Maybe you met your ex before the apps were the go-to place to meet someone. Or maybe you just don't know how and when to casually slip into conversation with a potential suitor that you have children. And then there is the time factor. When on earth are you supposed to have the time to even go on dates? You could be going round and round in your head, wondering if it's too soon, am I ready? Or you could be the opposite and thinking, wow, I've been fine this far, so what's the point even trying to look for someone now? And then, God, there's the pressure from everyone asking you, when are you going to start dating? Have you been on any dates? How are the dates going? And they wistfully say, oh God, you're so lucky. I'd love to be able to go out dating again. While inside you are screaming, please swap places with me then, and you do it for me. It can be too easy to just put your head in the sand and avoid it altogether. But maybe you just need to open your mind a bit more. Do some introspection and figure out what is right for you right now, which is what we are going to do today. This episode is a safe space for you to do some reflection on your dating desires and think about what next step, if any, you want to take in the world of dating. I remember I was out with friends and I can't remember the exact specifics of this. I don't know where I was or even who I was with, but what I do remember was my response to the one question I had been asked what felt like 1,000 times since I'd become a single parent. That question was, when are you going to start dating again? I had been sprung this question an unbelievable amount of times, and normally I could field it quite well, but this time, for some reason, I just had enough. Like I said, I can't even remember where I was or who I was with, or even what led up to that question being asked. I just remember my normally calm composure finally snapping at being asked this question yet again. I was quite short in my reply and completely killed the conversation with whoever that poor person was that asked me the question out of sheer interest. And I felt so guilty afterwards that I'd reacted in that way. The person was only being nice and showing some interest into what I'd been up to, and I was so rude to them. I spent some time reflecting on what had led me to finally snap. And I realised I was feeling an immense amount of pressure to just get on with it and to find the next one. But to do that as a single parent was a whole new ballgame, and I didn't even know where or how to start navigating that landscape. I'd entered my relationship with my son's dad in my early 20s, just before dating apps became mainstream. And I was now well into my 30s with a young child in tow. The idea of dating absolutely terrified me, and I was far too embarrassed to broach the subject with any of my coupled up friends. When I look back now at that time, I have so much compassion and clarity for how I was feeling. I can see how I was terrified of putting myself out there again, and also feeling like no one had a clue what it was really like. And if you are at that point today, then this is the episode for you. I'm going to break down how you can build up confidence and consider dating not as this big scary thing, but maybe something that can be a fun addition to your life. So the first big question that many single parents have is, am I even ready to date? And as much as I would love to give you a set timeline, unfortunately, there are no rules for this one. There is no too soon, no too long. But what I do have is some questions to help you explore whether or not you might be ready to start considering dating. So first of all, ask yourself, have I taken time to heal from my past relationship? Am I looking for a relationship to fill a void? Or am I in a good place emotionally? Signs that you're ready could be that you've worked through any lingering anger, hurt, or resentment from your previous relationship and you feel at peace with where you are now. Another question to understand your readiness is to ask yourself, can I approach dating with an open heart while maintaining healthy boundaries? Consider whether you're ready to let someone new into your life without compromising your values, your goals, and your own responsibilities. And also, a good one to ask yourself is, am I prepared to handle rejection or challenges with resilience? The dating world can be unpredictable, so it's important that you feel ready to face the ups and the downs without taking the setbacks too personally. So if you are ready to start dating, we'll get clear on your intentions going into it. Are you looking for a bit of fun, or are you looking for the next one? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, and everyone is different. But by getting clear on this, you can use this as your anchor to keep you grounded. Now, this will move and flex as you date some more, but it's good to have this to go back to when you may get swept away in the moment, and then you can ask yourself, wait, what was my intention here? What do I really want? So ask yourself, do I have a clear vision of the kind of relationship I want? A huge topic for single parents. I mean, your parents. So, and it is a massive part of your life. And it's that thing of, well, when do I tell them? When will I tell the person that I'm dating that I have kids? Now, this is totally up to you. If you want to be upfront, then do it. But if you want to get to know someone first before sharing that part of your life, that is also fine too. You don't need to give them every part of your life. If you are just having a fling, you may never even tell them. Again, there's no judgment here. Stop thinking what others will be thinking of you and just do what is right for you. And when it comes to your kids, just check in with your mindset here. Are you viewing your kids as baggage? Because let me tell you now, your kids are not baggage, and anyone who thinks they are is not worth your time and energy. Another good question for your mindset around kids and being a single parent is, ask yourself, do I feel emotionally secure and confident in my identity as a single parent? Perhaps you need to do some work around this. Remember, being a single parent is an amazing thing. You have grown so much in your single parent journey, and you have got so many good policies that you've developed over recent years. And remember that you are an absolute asset to anyone. And the next thing is for single parents, time. I mean, when are you going to find the time? Reflect on whether you've created a solid foundation for yourself and your family before adding a new dynamic to your life. You need to be really realistic about this one, about how much time you can actually give to dating. If you only have one night off every 2 weeks, do you want to spend it dating? You can also be creative about when you date. Dating is not all about late night candlelit dinners anymore. You can meet people during the day, coffee dates. It is more flexible as to when you can date. So don't think that because you're dating, it has to be in the evenings. Make the time work for you. Ask yourself here, can I give time and energy to dating without compromising my role as a parent or my own self-care? Signs that you might be ready here is you've established manageable routine with your parenting responsibilities and you feel confident you can integrate dating into your life without feeling overwhelmed. So let's talk about where are you actually going to meet someone new? Dating apps are often the first thing that comes to mind, and they are a great tool, especially if you're building up your confidence or exploring what's out there. But if you are going to use them, make sure you're doing it intentionally. Set boundaries for yourself. Avoid mindlessly swiping while half watching TV. It's not a good use of your energy. Instead, treat it like a meaningful step. Put in the effort and you'll see better results. And if the apps aren't for you, or you're just ready to step away from the screen, there are so many other ways to meet people in real life. Get yourself out there in ways that feel good to you. You could take up a new hobby or activity, and yes, I know it sounds cliched, but it is a way of getting yourself out there. So think of something you've always wanted to try. It could be a fitness class or a creative workshop, and you'll meet like-minded people. And even if you don't meet the one, you'll have fun doing something different and for you. Also, expand your day-to-day awareness. You interact with people all the time. At the coffee shop, maybe at your gym, when you're out and about at the shopping in general. Be open to starting a conversation, smiling or just making eye contact. You never know where the connection might happen. Remember, getting out there doesn't mean forcing it. It's about showing up in your life with curiosity and openness. Yes, it is scary at first, but what's the worst that can happen? You try something new, step out of your comfort zone, and maybe you meet someone amazing. And I just want to make a point about safety. Your safety is non-negotiable when it comes to dating, especially as a single parent. When you're getting back out there, it's important to protect yourself both physically and emotionally. Here are some key tips that you can keep in mind. Meet in public places. Always meet your date in a public place in a well-lit location, and avoid inviting them to your home or going to theirs until you're confident about their intentions and character. Share your plans with someone. Make sure that someone knows where you're meeting and who you're meeting, and let them know when you get home. Trust your instincts. If something feels off or doesn't sit right with you, trust that feeling. You don't owe anyone your time or explanation if you're uncomfortable. Set emotional boundaries for yourself. Be mindful of what you share and when. You don't need to reveal everything about your life, including your kids, right away, as I've already mentioned. Take your time and allow trust to build naturally. Keep your kids protected. When you're dating, prioritise your children's emotional safety. Avoid introducing new partners too soon. Set a boundary about not having someone over when your kids are home until you're certain about that person and their role in your life. Remember, staying safe isn't about being fearful, it's about being empowered. When you take these precautions, you're creating a foundation where you can date with confidence and peace of mind. Reframe how you're looking at dating. What if you view dating as an adventure? An opportunity to learn more about yourself and meet interesting people with no pressure for a certain outcome. It can seem really overwhelming, but hopefully I've broken it down a little bit more for you now. And I want you to know that just have fun. Even in the dates that end up an absolute disaster, what matters is you got yourself out there, you tried something new, and it was just for you, for no one else. And that's what's important. Enjoy the experience. So dating as a single parent is a unique journey, but it can be an exciting opportunity for growth and connection. Remember, there is no rush, no rules, and forget what everyone else is thinking. Check in with yourself regularly, stay true to your values, and prioritise what works for you and your family. What is one step you're going to take today to explore dating with confidence? Whether it's reflecting on these questions, downloading a dating app, or simply opening yourself up to the idea, take that first step when you and you alone are ready. If you're interested in working with me one-to-one, please go to my website, solaccoaching.com, for further details. And don't forget to follow my Instagram page @SuttleSCoaching for more insightful content on living a life to be proud of as a single parent. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episodes of Single Parent Reset. You've taken 15 minutes out of your day to do something for you, and that alone is a step in the right direction towards living a life you deserve. If you find this useful, please share with your friends and family. Remember, many single parents may seem to have it all together, but this might be exactly what they need to hear to get them through this week. So do the kind thing and pass it on today. Next week's episode, I'm going to talk about something that many people don't realise is a struggle for single parents, and that is the negative feelings that can come up when you're around nuclear families.